In this problem, they've asked us to figure out the annual interest rate R if in 2 years an investment of $5,120 grows to $5,780. So let's see. Clearly here, the 2 is our time t, and the amount that we invested at the beginning is our principal. That is the $5,120. And the amount that we end up with at the end of the investment is our amount A. That's the $5,780. Okay, so let's plug everything in. So we get 5,780 is equal to 5,120 times the quantity 1 plus R to the 2. Okay, now decimals are going to be really important here, so let's try not to round until the very last step. The first thing that we want to do, because of these parentheses and the 5,120 in front, is get rid of that by dividing by 5,120 both sides of our equation. Okay, so we have 5,780 divided by 5,120 is equal to 1 plus R squared. All right, now we can get rid of the squared really quickly by square rooting both sides of our equation. So we'll square root both sides of our equation here. Now technically we should be putting a plus or minus sign on one side of this. Although that won't be necessary in this problem, the negative will give us a negative interest rate, which doesn't make sense in this problem because our account is growing from 5,120 to 5,780. Okay, so what we are left with right now is the square root of 5,780 divided by 5,120 is equal to 1 plus R. Okay, now I think we're ready to go to our calculators and do that division and then the square root. When I calculate 5,780 divided by 5,120, I got 1.12, and when I square rooted that, I got 1.0625. And that was equal to 1 plus R. Okay, the last thing to do to solve for R is to subtract that 1 from both sides. And when we do that, we get 0.0625 is equal to R. Now remember, since R is an interest rate, and looking up here at the way they want our answer, R equals what percent? When we convert this decimal to a percent, we need to move the decimal place over 2 places. So we get 6.25% for R. Finished.